everyone, welcome back to TalkFluent. Sophie, can I ask you something real quick?
Yeah, of course. What's up, James?
When was the last time you actually stuck to something consistently? Like, really stayed committed without giving up?
Oh, wow. Calling me out already? Hmm. Honestly, my morning routine. I've been doing it for like 3 months straight now. Wake up, coffee, journal, work out. Haven't missed a day.
See, that's exactly what we're talking about today. Consistency. And here's the thing. Everyone wants to be consistent, but actually talking about it in English, that's where people struggle.
Right. Like, you know the word consistent, but how do you have a real conversation about it? How do you describe your struggles? How do you encourage someone else to stay consistent?
So today, we're teaching you exactly that. By the end of this video, you'll know how to talk about consistency in English, naturally, confidently, and meaningfully.
And honestly, these conversations are so important. Whether you're talking about fitness, learning, work habits, or personal growth, consistency comes up everywhere.
All right, so before we dive in, hit that like button if you're ready to learn how to talk about consistency like a native speaker.
Yeah, and drop a comment telling us what's one thing you're trying to be consistent with right now. We seriously want to know.
And if you're new to TalkFluent, welcome. We're James and Sophie, just two friends making English learning practical and fun. So subscribe and join the TalkFluent family.
All right, let's get into it.
Okay, Sophie, so first question, what does consistency actually mean to you?
Good question. I think consistency means showing up regularly, even when you don't feel like doing something over and over, not just once.
Exactly. So in English, we describe consistency as the quality of always behaving or performing in a similar way. Wow, that sounds so formal. But yeah, basically it means you keep doing something repeatedly without giving up.
Right. So, how do you actually say you're consistent in different ways?
Ooh, great question. You can say, I'm consistent, I'm reliable, I stick to my commitments, or I follow through.
Yes. And if you want to say you're being consistent right now, you say, I'm staying consistent, or I'm keeping up with my routine.
Or, I'm showing up every day. That's such a powerful phrase.
Showing up is amazing. It means you're present and committed, even when it's hard. Thanks for bringing that up. Of course. Thanks for asking such good questions, James. It makes this so much easier to explain.
Okay, so now let's talk about why consistency matters. Sophie, why do you think consistency is important?
Well, for me, consistency is how you actually achieve goals. Like, one workout doesn't get you fit, but working out consistently for months, that changes everything.
Exactly. So you could say consistency is key to achieving your goals, or small actions repeated consistently lead to big results.
Oh, I love that. Small actions repeated consistently. That's so true. Thanks for putting it that way, James.
No problem. And you know what? Consistency builds trust too. If you're consistent, people know they can count on you.
Right. So you'd say being consistent makes you reliable, or consistency builds trust and credibility.
All right, so let's talk about how to describe your own consistency. Sophie, how would you describe your consistency with your morning routine?
Oh, I'd say I've been really consistent with my morning routine lately. I've stuck to it for 3 months straight without missing a day. It's become a habit now.
Perfect. You used stuck to it, which means you didn't give up. And it's become a habit shows it's automatic now. Thanks for that great example, Sophie.
Thanks, James. Okay, so what if you're not being consistent? How do you talk about that?
Good question. You could say, I've been struggling with consistency lately, or I keep starting, but I can't seem to stick with it.
Or I'm inconsistent with my practice. Or I tend to give up too easily.
Yeah, and if you're being honest about it, you might say, I've been slacking off, or I haven't been as consistent as I should be.
Slacking off is such a casual phrase. It means you're not putting in the effort anymore. Thanks for mentioning that one.
No problem. Now, what if you're trying to become more consistent? What would you say?
You'd say, I'm working on being more consistent, or I'm trying to build better habits.
Or, I'm making consistency a priority this year.
Ooh, or I'm committed to showing up every day. That sounds so determined.
It does. And determination is what makes consistency possible. Thanks for highlighting that connection, Sophie.
Okay, James, so what are some things that actually help people stay consistent?
Great question. Well, for me, having a schedule helps a lot. If something's on my calendar, I'm way more likely to do it.
Yes, so you'd say having a schedule helps me stay consistent, or planning ahead keeps me on track.
Exactly. What about you, Sophie? What helps you stay consistent?
Honestly, accountability. When I tell someone I'm going to do something, I actually do it because I don't want to let them down.
That's so true. So you'd say having an accountability partner keeps me consistent, or telling someone about my goals makes me follow through. Thanks for sharing that. I think a lot of people can relate.
Thanks, James. I think another thing that helps is starting small. Like, don't try to do everything at once.
Yes. So you'd say starting small makes consistency easier, or building one habit at a time is more sustainable.
Or I focus on one thing at a time so I don't get overwhelmed.
That's such smart advice. Thanks for bringing that up, Sophie. Overwhelm is a huge reason people quit.
Right. Oh, and tracking progress helps too. When you see how far you've come, it motivates you to keep going.
Absolutely. You could say tracking my progress keeps me motivated, or seeing my consistency over time is really rewarding.
Okay, so now let's talk about the flip side. What makes consistency hard? What gets in the way?
Oh man, so many things. For me, the biggest challenge is motivation. Some days, I just don't feel like doing it.
Right. So you'd say lack of motivation makes consistency challenging. Or some days I just don't feel motivated, and that's when I struggle.
Exactly. What challenges your consistency, Sophie?
Honestly, life gets busy. Unexpected things come up, and suddenly I've broken my streak.
Yeah, that happens to everyone. So you'd say, life gets in the way of my consistency, or unexpected events disrupt my routine.
Or I struggle with consistency when things get chaotic.
Another big challenge is perfectionism. People think, if I can't do it perfectly, why bother? Thanks for letting me add this point, Sophie.
Oh, absolutely. Thanks for mentioning that, James. So you'd say perfectionism kills my consistency, or I give up if I can't do it perfectly, and that's a problem.
And sometimes people just lose interest. They get bored or distracted by something new.
Right. You'd say, I lose interest quickly, or I get distracted by shiny new things.
Shiny new things. I love that phrase. It means new, exciting opportunities that distract you. Thanks for using that one.
Thanks. It's so relatable.
All right, Sophie. Let's talk about how to encourage someone else to be consistent, because sometimes people need support.
Yes, being supportive is so important. Okay, so if someone's struggling with consistency, what would you say to them?
I'd say don't be too hard on yourself. Consistency takes time to build. Just keep showing up, even if it's imperfect.
Ooh, that's so encouraging. Thanks for that example, James. I'd also say one day at a time. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to be consistent.
I love that. One day at a time. It makes it feel manageable. Thanks for that, Sophie.
Of course. You could also say, focus on progress, not perfection. Every small step counts.
Yes. Or, don't worry about the days you miss. Just get back on track tomorrow.
Exactly. And you could say, I believe in you. You've got this. Stay consistent and you'll see results.
That's so motivating. Thanks for those phrases, Sophie. People really need to hear that kind of encouragement.
Thanks, James. It's true, though. Sometimes people just need someone to believe in them.
Okay, so now let's talk about how to ask someone about their consistency. These are great conversation starters.
Yes. So you could ask, how's your consistency been with your workouts? Or have you been sticking to your routine?
Or, are you staying consistent with your goals?
You could also ask, what helps you stay consistent? That's a really thoughtful question. Thanks for bringing that up, James.
Thanks, Sophie. Another good one is, what's the hardest part about staying consistent for you?
Ooh, I like that. It shows you care about their struggles. You could also ask, how long have you been consistent with that habit?
Or, what motivated you to stay consistent?
These questions lead to such meaningful conversations. Thanks for walking through these with me, James.
Of course. Thanks for making this so fun to teach, Sophie.
All right, now let's give everyone some advanced phrases that'll make them sound super fluent.
Yes, these are phrases native speakers use all the time. Ready?
Ready.
Phrase 1. I'm building momentum. This means you're gaining speed and consistency is getting easier.
Phrase 2. I'm in it for the long haul. This means you're committed for the long term, not just short term.
Phrase 3. I'm staying the course. This means you're not giving up, even when it's hard.
Phrase 4. Consistency compounds over time. This means small actions add up to big results. Thanks for including that one, James.
Thanks, Sophie. Phrase 5. I'm showing up even when I don't feel like it. This shows serious dedication.
Phrase 6. I'm committed to the process, not just the outcome. This means you value the journey, not just the end result.
These phrases are so powerful. Thanks for helping me list these out, Sophie.
Of course. Thanks for thinking of such good ones, James.
All right, Sophie, let's put everything together with a real conversation. I'll ask you a question, and you answer naturally using everything we've learned.
Okay, I'm ready.
So, Sophie, how have you stayed so consistent with your morning routine? I feel like I keep starting and stopping.
Honestly, James, it wasn't easy at first. I struggled with consistency for months, but I realized that waiting for motivation wasn't working. So I decided to just show up every day, even when I didn't feel like it. I started small, just 10 minutes of journaling, and then slowly added more. Now it's a habit. The key for me was not expecting perfection. Some mornings I only do half my routine, and that's okay. Progress, not perfection, you know? Thanks for asking, though. How about you? What's making it hard for you?
Wow, that was such a natural, thoughtful answer. You acknowledged the struggle, shared your strategy, and even asked me a follow-up question. Thanks for that perfect example, Sophie.
Thanks, James. I tried to keep it real and conversational.
Now let me answer your question. For me, I think I'm too hard on myself. If I miss one day, I feel like I've failed, so I just give up. But hearing you talk about progress over perfection really helps. Thanks for that perspective, Sophie.
Of course, James. See, this is exactly how real conversations about consistency sound supportive, honest, and helpful. Thanks for being so open.
Thanks for creating such a safe space to talk about this stuff.
All right, everyone, before we wrap up, we need to hear from you. Drop a comment right now. What's one thing you're trying to be consistent with?
Seriously, tell us. Is it fitness, learning English, waking up early? We're reading every single comment.
And if this video is helping you understand how to talk about consistency in English, hit that like button. It really helps us reach more learners.
And if you haven't subscribed to TalkFluent yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button. We post practical English lessons every single week.
We're building such an amazing community here, and we'd love for you to be part of it. Thanks for supporting us.
Thanks to all of you for watching and engaging. Now, let's finish strong.
All right, quick recap of everything we learned today.
Consistency means showing up regularly and following through on your commitments.
To say you're consistent, I'm staying consistent. I'm showing up every day. I stick to my routine.
Things that help consistency, schedules, accountability, starting small, tracking progress.
Challenges to consistency, lack of motivation, busy life, perfectionism, losing interest.
To encourage others, one day at a time. Progress, not perfection. Keep showing up.
Advanced phrases, building momentum, in it for the long haul, staying the course, consistency compounds.
And remember, consistency isn't about perfection. It's about showing up, even when it's hard.
Thanks for sticking with us through this whole lesson, everyone.
Yeah, thanks for being so consistent with your English learning.
That's it for today. You now know exactly how to talk about consistency in English.
Drop that comment right now. What are you being consistent with? We're reading every single one. Thanks in advance for sharing.
And if this video helped you, smash that like button. Thanks so much. It means the world to us.
Subscribe to Talk Fluent for more practical, meaningful English lessons every week. Thanks for being here.
We're so grateful for this community. Thanks for trusting us to help you on your English journey.
Now go be consistent with your goals and keep improving your English. Thanks for watching.
And remember, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to show up. Thanks for showing up today.
See you in the next video. Stay consistent, everyone. Bye.